Hey guys, I'm Brian Paul sitting here in VR as always, playing a little bit of Separation today. Just feel like it's one of those days, you know, where you want to just kick back, relax, do nothing, nurse your hangover rye pop, and, you know, not work too hard on anything. Morning, Ryan C. What's up, AJ? Just make sure we get everything under control here. Settings, sure, one setting. Game, I do new game, sure, erase everything. So it's had a few patches since launch. It's gotten a few updates since launch. I think it's just the one patch, and somehow control. We want head bob up all the way. We want walk speed up pretty high because we've done this a few times. Rotation, snap size, put all the way down. I swear we just did this. I don't know if you guys were watching, but there we go. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so smooth turning is about as slow as it could possibly be. I don't know if that's better or worse for most people. For me, it's worse, but for the sake of the stream, it's just more fun to watch when it's smooth turning. I'll be turning my head quite a bit to take care of that. What's up, David Moore? How's it going, dude? So we're going to get started. We got our teddy bear here. Don't go back to sleep. Since I've had a visitor. Whatever, Muse. What's going on? That is a teddy bear with no eyes. Johnny Rye Pop's here. Alright. Hey, I love you too, buddy. Or maybe you just quoted me in that way, and then I just told some random dude that I loved him. Which is okay, man. There's not enough love in the world. I would absolutely much rather tell people I love them than not. What's up, Aceville? It is Catterday. This is wonderful. Happy Catterday to you all. Meow meow. Swipe swipe. So this is so I actually fought for this game to be higher up on our top 25 list. It made it on the list. I don't remember what number it was. It was like 24 or 23 or something. It wasn't very high. But I actually really enjoy this. It's one of the for one of those. Oh, we got whispers. All right, good. Lots of love going on in the chat. I love it. I'm sealed with it. You'll break the spell. Head towards the rising moon. Okay. Anything else you have to say? No. Okay, we're gonna go then. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Turning around is so slow. Hell yeah, Kyle, we're all staying safe by staying in VR. Good stuff. So here's the thing with Separation, guys. One of the updates, it introduced this smooth turning, which again is really slow. I heard Martin Wheeler over at Recluse said he was going to work on that. Maybe give us a slider to just give us exactly what we want. And probably that reticle might be an option at some point as well. Although it looks smaller than it ever did before, so I don't know if that changed or something. I could just be misremembering, as I do frequently. So what else has changed since launch? They gave us there's these cranks in the game. There's a lot of cranks to turn, and having to do them with buttons didn't work out so well, and so now you can only walk up to them and use the analog sticks, which apparently works a lot better, but I haven't really gotten very far in this since the updates come. They should rename God Rays God Cannon Rays, just for you. Oh no. Sorry to hear about the, sorry to hear that your PlayStation VR died, dude. Stephen Cardwell, man, hopefully we can help you out. Hopefully we can help you out. I do know the super secret in this game, so I will be revealing that. Martin gave me permission to do it. I haven't done it yet. Okay, so here we go. This is... Alright, so you hold down the X button, and then you use the analog stick. This works. That does work a whole lot better. Good. What's up, Joe Grover? What's up, everybody? I heard Robert McAllister's name. Heard lots of people's names, so I'm not keeping up with the chat very well, guys. But I'll do my best. This is going to be a pretty long stream. The first time through this took me like 6 hours, 7 hours, I think. And so hopefully I can help you guys. Shen Muso's here. He was stuck. We can get everybody through the places that they're stuck. Don't spoil the game for yourself. One of the other things that they changed about this was that they gave us some, like, a further draw distance. And further draw distance, you can't really see it right here, but the game does look really good. It does look really good. The whole game was made by one person. That's Martin Wheel over at Recluse. Did he smooth these things out? I thought these were like pixelated before, like big squares, and now they're just kind of like rounded shapes. But anyway, that's whatever. You guys, doesn't really matter, does it? This is kind of the perfect team for isolation. This game's been out for a while, a couple months now. I got it. I don't even remember when it came out, to be honest with you. But it's been out for a couple months. I've got a review up on the channel. We've actually got a Why We Love episode coming up eventually. Okay, you know what? I think the last time I did this, I went all the way around, kind of screwed things up, wasted a lot of time. So let's not waste time this time. I've got the walking speed up so high right now that it's like I'm kind of like tearing around this world, and I gotta be honest, like I actually enjoy the slower pace of the slower walking, but that was, you know, for my first playthrough. I was like, man, I just want to like slow down, take it all in, enjoy it. Leave not unlit. Okay. Yeah, as far as Dream goes, if PSVR support is even halfway decent, I've kind of promised everybody that I'm going to spend a ton of time with Dreams, learn all of its systems, and make a horror game. David Moore, the $5 donation. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Just the tip. You guys know how much I love horror, horror movies, horror games, horror everything. It only makes sense for me to make a horror game, and if I can do it in VR, that's the only way I'm going to do it. But we'll see exactly what the VR limitations of Dreams are when that happens. Walking into the little computer room, pushing big green buttons. What up, Woody? That Woody the Bluebird? Is that what I heard? Whoa, got the platinum trophy on Beat Saber. That's awesome, dude. Like Sleeping Machine. Congratulations, beating Joe for the first tip. Alright, now this one always takes an extra second here. Let's get this here. Oh, man, you're gonna make a Squishies horror game? That's just mean. That is just mean. Nice. Nice. Glad to hear Alva's still testing. That's great. Yo, what up, Nick Mula? How's it going, dude? Alright, this for me is kind of like a little bit of a process elimination here. I think we got to get this one down the bottom, moved over here, and this over here, down, down, down. I was born with the perfect narration voice. My voice was this deep at birth. Alright, you guys, let's get a move on. And now that we've electrified this place, we'll head on up and slowly turn over here. I'm still waking up, guys. So I'm certainly not quite as energetic as I'd like to be. I didn't sleep well last night, and so I'm still waking up, drinking some coffee as we do this, but nothing better than hanging out with the cats. Nothing better than hanging out with the cats while you wake up, right? I just walked around in a big circle. This is stupid. Why did I do this? But luckily you can jump right in here. Crap. Real quick here, guys. Real quick here. Oh, I gotta get up there. I totally forgot that I have to get up there. It's so funny how frequently I can play this game and still screwed this up. This isn't the thing that's going to bring me up there, is it? No. No, this will just bring me back down. All right, this is it right here, isn't it? This isn't it. This will bring me down. Ah! What brings me up? Oh wait, over here. Over here. This looks like it might bring me up. Oh god, I'm so terrible at remembering things. Maybe this one brings me up. I really don't know. I'm horrible at this. And these are things I didn't even have problems with. This has to be it right here. Here's the little ramp and everything. These are things I didn't even have a problem with the first time I played it. I was just like, oh, whatever. It's all good. No worries. Yeah, I am going to play this to the end. I'm going to, I want to do a full walkthrough. I want to show off the secret that, that Martin Wheeler was kind of teasing. I also want everyone to keep their expectations in check on the secret. Because it's cool, but it's, you know, it's not mind-blowing as I thought it was going to be. I will not forget you. Thank you so much. I won't forget you either. Alright, so here we go. We head back this direction. There it is. I walk by it every time. I mean, I must have crazy long arms if I was able to just reach out and push that button. Crazy long arms. Alright, guys. That's it up here. So for anyone new to this game, that's kind of what you're doing in this game. You're sort of just solving these small little puzzles, looking around to expose these crystals to kind of like get this beam of light to basically go from one end of the world to the other. And and that's kind of it. It's actually a pretty simple concept, but I found it to be a whole lot of fun. Yeah, during the last live stream that I did of this, I just wanted to kind of show off the first hour or two of the game, and I couldn't find that button. I walked around it like 100 times. Nick Mueller finally was like, the button's right there. And I'm like, oh, damn it. And again, that's one of those things that I didn't have trouble finding the first time I played. And now here I am coming back and playing for, I don't know, the third time. And I go, I don't remember where that is. It's ridiculous. The whispering voice sounds like me. I secretly did the voiceovers. I secretly did the, I secretly did the whispers for this game. You know, Robert McAllister, it's, do I know the meanings of some of the things in the game? I mean, yes and no. I think that this is such a introspective game, and obviously it was very personal to Martin when he made it. But I think it's so nice not knowing. Like I purposefully like didn't. You know, a lot of people were asking him about different things, and I kind of purposefully like, didn't want to know, purposely didn't ask. This feels good with the analog stick, I will say. Feels really good. Draws you closer to me. The next is nearby. Alright, great. So I don't know, you know, like it's hard not to talk about like death and dying and loneliness and depression and stuff when playing this game, like because that's sort of the core tenets of separation. But it's like I'd rather just kind of instead of being concerned about what like Martin was trying to say, for me I'm like far more concerned about like what this game says to me or what I think of when I play this game. And it brings up, you know, a lot of sad things and a lot of you know, cause you to reflect and make you feel introspective and stuff. And for me, like that fucking, they nailed it. We are not one, we are many. This shit is so cool. This shit is so cool. So these are called, so it's such a great effect, right? They just kind of like flake away, and so these initially seem like collectibles in the game. Sorrows seem like they're collectibles, like, oh, hidden nugget, that's cool, something to find, a good reason to explore. And then by the time you get to the end of the game, or near the end of the game, you find out, oh, I do need to find all those. But, and one of the things that, you know, me, Dave, and AJ all, like, consciously didn't spoil for you guys, was that near the end of the game, there's a much faster way to find Sorrows. And in fact, a whole nother way to travel. So, you know, it's so weird to not want to tell somebody about the coolest part of the game, but the discovery of that at the end, I'm still trying to be very vague, because even though I'm spoiling everything in this game, for anyone who's just watching it to get to a certain point, the last thing oh, whoa. Here, let's see. All right, that's interesting. So maybe the draw distance patch kind of screwed with some stuff here. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that happen in the game. That's crazy. All right, I do feel like I need to get. Is there not one more crystal I need to take care of down here? Thought there was. I'm gonna take a quick little trip around here just to make sure, because I thought I'm actually able to walk over there. You guys know me. I have like fucking zero memory, so so if you're using this as a guide, as a walkthrough, you may be doing a little bit of fast forwarding in the future. Future viewers, hello. How are you? What games are you playing on PSVR in the future? Is Gorn out? Is Saints and Sinners out? Tell me. Alright, it doesn't look like there's any other place to go here. So I guess we're heading back up. I will say another thing that I guess should be looked into is the smooth turning is actually a little stuttery sometimes. I don't know if you guys can see that on stream, but it's definitely not as smooth as just when you're looking around. It's all good. It's all good. Minor complaints. Hey, Joe Grover with the $10 donation. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Joe says, just a reminder to click like if you haven't already. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the tip reminders, guys. Thank you for sending those messages along. I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on the chat since this is such an easy game to kind of kick back and play casually. I should be able to glance over at my computer pretty frequently. Yeah, anyone who hasn't picked this game up, it's only like $12.99 here in the States. It's so cheap, man. It's ridiculous. He easily could have charged much more for this. Easily a $20 game. And so if you're kind of the person who likes to wait for a sale, just buy it, man. He priced it at a sale price already. The cool thing about what he said, in fact, was that he priced it to be like an album, because if you guys know, he's got a band, or a music project, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it specifically. Called Vector Lovers. And Vector Lovers, so he also did the soundtrack to this game. He did everything, and Vector Lovers is great. He's been doing it forever, man. Go back and search Vector Lovers online, and you'll hear a ton of great stuff that sounds a little bit like Separation. Alright, so let's see here. I might have just walked a whole long way for no reason at all, because I don't think we're going to be able to do what I want to do here. Oops. Haha. Pushed the wrong button. L1 and R1 bring that menu up. So I think it's probably going to come from... Yeah, this is crazy. All right, let's see what we can do. This shouldn't be very complicated. Um, I just don't know how to get down there, so we're gonna try to figure out how to get down there real quick. Keep an eye on the edges of the cliffs here, and hopefully we don't have to walk all the way back from whence we came. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the Last of Us getting leaked is really disappointing. Is really disappointing. The fact that just one fucking pissed off person decided that they were gonna ruin the game, for destroy years and years and years of work that hundreds of people worked on. It's just so disappointing that somebody would do that, like to be that much of an asshole. Like, I don't care what your reasons are. I don't care what your reasons are. It does not matter. Like, there's no reason to do that to anybody, to hundreds of people, and then to hundreds of thousands, millions of fans. Um, the other side of that is that the second I heard it got leaked, I was like, okay, well, I'll just make sure not to pay attention to anything. And so the ridiculous number of people who decided, they're like, oh, I'm going to watch all this stuff that got leaked. I was like, well, you just fucking ruined it for yourself. Like, that is just as big of a sin to me as having it leaked to begin with. Like, don't fucking watch it, man. Don't watch it. And then of course, Sony had to deal with all the fucking asshole comments online. People being like, "Oh, looks like The Last of Us 2 came out the other day. Oh, don't need to buy Last of Us 2 because it's already out, because I've already watched the whole story. I already know everything." I was like, "Well, you did that to yourself, man. Like, don't fucking blame Sony." Um, it sucks that it got leaked, man, because that's I'm sure the story in that game's gonna be amazing. But man, don't ruin shit for yourself. Like, especially shit that you should be excited for. Um, it's just such a shame for so many reasons. All right, so I'm assuming Nick's around. Nick, if you're around, I am going back the right way. I do need to go this way to get to where I'm going? I purposefully walked around. I took an extra trip around just to make sure that I didn't leave before I was supposed to, and apparently I left before I was supposed to because I can't fucking figure out how to get down there otherwise. I must have missed a path somewhere. It's all good, Nick. I basically went all the way back to the beginning, trying to get to the next area, the next crystal, but I don't think I should have to do that. Yeah, that's the worst part about it, right, Juice Man? Is that fucking you didn't even want it spoiled for you, but then people are talking about it and shit, and then people are ruining it for other people. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Games are meant to be enjoyed, and all you're doing is ripping that enjoyment away from people, by sharing that information and talking about it, and you know, it's too bad. This is exactly what I did before. It's like, oh no, you can't walk across that little stream, right? Right? You can just walk across the little fucking stream. Oh god damn it! I didn't even walk up to it and try it because I was like, oh no, you can't walk across that. Ah, that was stupid. All right, well I just wasted the last 10 minutes, but at least I get to hang out with you guys, so not all is lost. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. I'm looking around, where could it be? There it is. All right, so we're connecting the dots here. Good stuff, guys. Lots more to do over here. love how these rays sound like they're radioactive, like a Geiger counter sounds, right? It's like. Let's see, can I swap these around here? It's big enough to swap them around. Sounds like your brain before coffee. Yeah, the thing about this puzzle that I feel like is different than the rest of the puzzles, Nick, that I think screws a lot of people up, is that you're trying to make these connections in separation. Usually, you're trying to connect lights or connect the crystals to each other, and this is the first one where you're like, oh no, the beam is actually going to the wrong place. I'm trying to interrupt it by putting something in front of it to get it to connect to the right place. It's a little strange because it's the only one that really does that, and it kind of throws. I think it throws most people for a loop. I love how the water looks in this game. Water effects in games, like, they can either be awesome or they can be really boring. Nick, I would say that he hasn't changed it because that's how I remember doing it the first time, but as you know, my memory is fucking garbage, so it's very possible that I had to kind of work with that a little bit more the first time. It's totally possible. He did say he changed that puzzle, and so maybe that's exactly what he changed. You could be on something. Alright, there we go. Now, that does look like... let's go make sure we take care of everything. Yeah, Nick, your little reticle, like Nick was saying, your little reticle kind of functions as a flashlight. So in darker areas, it doesn't do it here, but in darker areas it looks like you're kind of like reflecting light off of the water. This is kind of cool looking. Hey, number 7. I'm really happy. Dude, I don't know what it is. This game makes me want to hit L or R1 to turn the cranks. Now that he's changed it, I want to hit R1, and then I bring up the menu every single time. It works great, and actually the thing I like about this is that before you had to kind of like look around and try to get these little icons to appear, but now if you just walk up to it and hit the X button, it doesn't matter if the icon's there or not, it just works every single time. So that is amazing. That works infinitely better than it did before. Nice, nice. Very happy that can help some people out here with puzzle solutions. Glad to hear we're helping you out, Stephen Cardwell. Another sorrow. 2 down, 8 to go. Trucking right along. Each sorrow. Negative energy. Food for the crowd. Birds of the mind. So if you are looking for sorrows as you're trying to get through the game, if you want to get them all before you kind of get closer to the end. Look around for crows. Crows generally hover around different sorrows, or that's what it seems to be. So I can sort of point you in the right direction. Alright, speaking of the right direction, we're finally heading back to up there. We're finally heading back to up there. Never before has a magnificent statement ever been uttered so elegantly. I don't think I can go up that way yet. Crap. I don't want to waste my time going all the way up and all the way down, but I also don't want to waste my time Crap, I'm just gonna do it. I'm pretty sure you can't though. We're flying. Yo, this moves way faster. Dude. Holy crap, for anyone who's played this before, that moves so much faster now. Like it used to take a while. Okay. So oh. Awesome. I thought that door was locked, so we are good, man. That is amazing. Alright, there we go, connected there. This next part here is ridiculous. The fact that this is... I didn't even know this was a puzzle at first, figuring out that this puzzle even existed. Shit, I just did the exact same thing. Let's try that again. Almost had it. Oh, I do have it. Sweet. Because again, that's like a puzzle that doesn't kind of appear like that anywhere else in the world. I was just like, oh, I thought it was just, you know, illuminated. Oh no, it's illuminated because it's a fucking puzzle. Hey, let me introduce you to the number 7 in the chat. Apparently he's our new PR guy. Thank you very much, our new social media coordinator. Appreciate the endorsement, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, those. So as much as I like that kind of elevator thing that we went on, it used to be so slow. It used to take so long, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go all the way up there just to go all the way back down. If it's gonna take that long to go. What's up, Orseek? How's it going, dude? Alright, so we're gonna truck along here real fast. We're gonna keep on moving, keep on trucking. There we go. I can kind of look this, do it this way now. What's up, a hobbit? Alright. What is going on here? Oh, okay, there it is. It seems like it took the long way to get there, but a little trial and error definitely goes a long way. We are making connections all the way through this world, drawing a line from one end of the map to the other. Hey, Stephen Carwell, man, take it easy, dude. Have an awesome rest of your day. I will not forget you. These are save spots, by the way. Another thing that Martin fixed in the last patch was that apparently you're supposed to be able to use all the save spots multiple times. I thought they were one use only, and sometimes they were, I guess, and sometimes they weren't. So, luckily, now you can just use them as often as you like, which is pretty fantastic. You know what? I can't remember which direction is the quicker or the better way to go first, but I think going down is the better way to go here. Save a little time and do this first. I mean, I know we've said it 1,000 times at this point, but man, like the landscapes and everything, like when you just walk around the mountains and stuff and it's all like polygonal and shit, you're like, oh, okay, you know, it's just like some simple geometry. But then you look at that shit and you look at all of that shit and that shit. You look around and some like the silhouetted things in the background, which are all places that you get to. Hey Sue, how's it going? Sue's awesome. Sue leaves the best comments, man. I laugh so hard when she comments. The roses are more and more red. Eh? Alright, so let's see if I can do this right. Yep, there we go. So that doesn't do anything right now, but we're going to connect it. So a light will come down from the top and shoot out that way. So we just kind of saved ourselves the hassle of having to do this later. Hold on a second. I'm trying to save myself the hassle of doing things. And then I got confused as to which way to go. So let's go up here real quick. I don't know if this is going to help us or not. Yeah, pretty sure if we take care of the stuff on top of this mountain, we can just do it and then get on with our lives. Because once we get down to the ground level, there's a lot of you'll see. I'm gonna do a little bit of backtracking. I don't remember where to go. I'm kind of lost. But getting lost in this game sometimes is awesome. All right, so that thing's floating. Question is how do we? Oh, here we go. It's a light puzzle. Leave none unlit. Oh, do the roses not turn to stone after you save the game? Is that not what it is? Huh. Alright, this is going to take me a second here, I think. Oh. Yeah, that is a thing? Okay, cool. I mean, you guys are paying way more attention than I am, apparently. I did not even notice. Way to be attentive. I love how some of these can take me like one try. What up, Elvis? Sometimes one try, and then sometimes like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I feel like I've played a lot of games like this before. Games like this game called Lights Out on the original Gamecom. and it plays like almost identically to that. So I've played games like this before, but yeah, I do find myself just randomly hitting buttons. Wait, is that a thing, Sue? The more sorrows you find, the redder the roses? That can't be a thing. If that's a thing, I think you just blew my mind. Alright, I think I got it. There we go. Lots of trial and error, but eventually, like as you get really close to the solution, you're like, I got it. You see it coming. So the 4 steps before the end, I was like, I think I got this. All right, so that shot down there, and then the light shoots out that way. Here, let's take a quick run around the rocks real quick. A quick run around the rocks real quick. Quick, like a bunny. We're done. Okay. We're done with the mountain. So down we go. We're going to leave the mountaintop. We're going to head down to kind of a beach area, if I remember correctly. And we're going to find our boat. 'Tis true. Wow. What's up, Chaos? No, I actually enjoy this way more than the Solus Project. The Solus Project has way deeper gameplay, but this is just, man, this is my kind of game right here. The Solitary Project, that is great. Alright, so we had to come back down here anyway. It didn't save us that much time. It's Beat Saber. Oh man, the chat is hilarious today. You guys are fucking awesome. As always. Alright. Alright, okay, we're heading over there actually. So yeah, things are we're on pace here. We're on pace. We're about to finally get to the boat. Here, let's check out these rocks real quick. I don't think there's anything we can do over here. But just in case you guys like rocks, here's more rocks. And if you look to our right, all the cats on the bus look to the right. Like, oh no, it's just fucking rocks. Brian's the worst tour guide ever. It's so easy to get lost in Solus Project. It's so easy to get lost, like embarrassingly easy. I've played that so many times just to kind of figure out like the order in which to do things. And if you're playing with like survival mode things on, that is not enjoyable sometimes. You're like, I'm dying every 5 minutes because I have no fucking idea where to go. So there's that. We're checking out these flowers. Look, they're kind of pink, right? They're basically gray. They're like gray with a smidge of pink. So Sue says that the more sorrows we find, the redder they get. So we will keep looking for sorrows. Look how fucking great that looks. Alright. Alright, making connections here. Robinson the Journey. Yeah. It's actually not a hard game to get lost in, to be honest. But make sure it's all there. Alright. But that is another one that like once you've played through it once, you're like, I know exactly where to go. Zip zip zip, no problem, good to go. Alright, looks like no reason to go down here. we're off to find the boat. The boat is just around the corner, honestly, not very far at all. So, the soundtrack is incredible. Especially if I was just like playing by myself, I didn't have, you know, you guys to talk to, if I wasn't talking over it. Just like sitting here and taking it all in, it works so well. Yeah, Robinson gets a lot of fucking hate. Doug Food Ninja Cat, I'm talking to you. Robinson is, I mean, it's like an experience that lasts hours and hours and hours. Like, calling it a game might be a stretch, but I found it to be a fun collectathon. Bubblegum wants to know pineapple on pizza, yes or no? That's an easy question, man. If you eat as much pizza as I do, the only answer is yes. You need pineapple on pizza. Not every pizza, but sometimes. Pineapple is great, and I think, you know, you got to mix it up if you're going to eat lots of pizza. Sometimes you need things that are wildly different from others. So yeah, definitely pineapple on pizza for sure. You know, Jonathan, I gotta say, these empty shells. Once they were human. I gotta say that like I'm kind of glad that certain games haven't gotten the VR treatment yet, because it takes so much processing power for a game to look good in VR, right? And for it to play well in VR, that like PlayStation 4 was like kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit early. So I would kind of say like I'm glad that The Last Guardian's not in VR. I'm glad that Shadow of the Colossus isn't in VR, because those would make amazing VR games once the technology is there. And I think when PSVR 2 comes out, the technology will finally be there. And we'll be like, oh man, I'm so glad they didn't try to do this last gen, because it just wouldn't have been very impressive, or it would have been, you know, not quite the amazing vision that you'd hope for such awesome games to be translated into VR. So yeah, I mean, I want those games in VR so much, but I'm willing to wait for PSVR 2. And to answer the other question that someone asked about waiting for PSVR 2, shouldn't it come out in the next 6 months? I'm like, dude, like from a very selfish standpoint, I will say yes. Like, I want that. I want PS5 now. I want PSVR 2 now. Like, just fucking drain my bank account, man. I'm ready for it. Like, I don't care how long it takes me to pay for that shit, but like, 'cause I want it now. You know, I want amazing, like, next gen shit now. I'm ready for it, right? But this is just kind of how consoles work, and I think this is the thing people forget about all the time. Like, oh, you know, PC is killing it right now in VR. It's like, well, yeah, they are. But this is just how consoles work. You end up spending. You're really impressed with the first time you try something, you know, on a console. But then like you can't just like upgrade your graphics card, or like, you know, add more RAM or anything like that. So you're sort of stuck where you are, and it takes developers a while to, you know, to really max out everything it's capable of. I mean, I'm not saying anything you guys don't know, but I'm saying when it comes to VR, it's almost that's doubly apparent. And so the next gen leap is going to be amazing, and that's what I'm excited for. I'm like, oh, you know what? If it takes a year and a half to get the next gen stuff, it's going to be such an amazing leap forward that it's probably worth waiting for. That's my next gen rant. Selfishly, I want it now, but logistically, I want it, you know, kind of when it's planned. All right, we found the boat. Now, this is the first time I'm actually going to get on the boat with the new smooth turning controls. It was a little awkward before, so let's see how this goes. What's up, Iron Man? Yeah, smooth turning works so much better in the boat. This is great. This or Zing. You know, honestly, I would say this because this is just more my speed. But Zing has better, you know, better and more puzzles, and it's way tougher. Lasts you way longer. This is just a game I enjoy playing more than Zing. All right, we don't need to go over here. So peaceful. I love this boat, man. I love this boat. I remember Kevgret saying he had tons of problems getting on and off the boat, or maybe just getting on the boat. I can't say I had that problem, but it's very possible. It's very possible we experienced those problems today, so we'll keep an eye out and we'll see if those problems persist, or if that's Kevgret's problem specifically. Yeah, there's going to be another PSVR headset, but it's not going to be for a while. They sort of said, Mark Cerny basically said in that Wired interview, gave the impression that PSVR 2 was going to come about a year after PlayStation 5's launch. So I mean, we're still talking like a year and a half away for another PSVR headset. PlayStation 5 is going to support the current PlayStation VR headset, so that's going to be great. You know, that's the thing that I think most people should be excited for. You have a PlayStation VR headset, and dude, it's forward compatible. You're gonna be able to plug it into PlayStation 5, and so there will be PlayStation 5 VR games before there's a PlayStation VR 2, which is such a cool, smooth transition. I think that's gonna be great. Look at that. Look at that lighting effect, man. That's so great. Like the sun's shining and it just like totally. This game is so beautiful sometimes. I really killed it with the lighting effects. Alright. Hopefully I'm not wasting a lot of time here. Sometimes when you go, you get in the boat and you start heading a direction, you can go in the wrong direction for a long time. So hopefully we don't, that doesn't happen here. I don't think I was supposed to stop on any of those shores. This is fucking incredible. Look at this thing. Amazing. PCVR doesn't have PCVR doesn't have Resident Evil 7 either, or Blood and Truth, or the upcoming Iron Man. You know, it's like so many great games. Farpoint. You know, I've always said games are far more important than the technology. So I've been speculating for a while now. And sorry, I didn't catch your name here while we're floating here. Oh, it was Balloon Key. What's up, dude? How's it going? So I've been speculating for a while, and every time I talk to AJ and Dave, I keep like, you know, I keep dragging out this theory, and I feel like I've said it on multiple viewer takeovers and Gamescasts. But I think, you know, this is just me saying I think. There's no basis in reality, and there's no, I don't know. I think that Sony, the smart thing for them to do to make the transition from PlayStation VR 1 and PS4, make that transition over to PS5 and PSVR 2, would be to launch PlayStation 5 with new Move controllers. Make them backward compatible with PS4, and be like, hey, here are new Move controllers with analog sticks, everything you guys want, and then make them also compatible with PlayStation 5. Be like, these are also going to be your PlayStation VR 2 controllers. So we'll see. It's quite the little prediction. It would be a dream come true. So we'll see how that works. But currently, yeah, it just looks like we're using Move controllers for PlayStation 5, unless they announce something else. That's the assumption at this point. Now this right here was fucking mind-blowing. This was mind-blowing to me. Oh.
The number you called is busy.
Mind-blowing. Right? You're walking around this like desolate world and stuff, and you walk in and it's like phones ringing. Phones? Are you kidding me? Here we go. Hey, these do look slightly more red. These do look kind of pink instead of grayish pink. And I think we got one sorrow between the last one and this one. I think Sue nailed it. I think Sue knows what's up here. Alright. So, let's move along, guys. Let's move along. So cool. Hey, how's it going? How are you? Alright, let's figure this out real quick. I don't think I actually have to do anything. I just gotta... He follows me. I think when he turns his head, we actually use his missing eye as one of the obelisks. There we go. David Moore, thank you so much. $5 donation, man. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. 1 hour in. Alright, so we've made that connection there. You know what? So this dude's chilling now. Let's take a walk around here before we continue that way. I'm pretty sure there's actually a couple things to do in this direction, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, man. 6 months after PS5 would be amazing. Oh. You don't? Rising up, back on my feet. You know, this leads nowhere. This is one of those times where you, like, I think there's something to do over here, and there's just not. So back we go. So it's actually confusing this area with another area, which I'm sure we'll get to momentarily. Get back on the boat, guys. Get back on the boat. Well, actually, you know what? I sort of forgot, to be honest with you. Oh, hey, look. The icon's not appearing for the boat. That's interesting. We were just talking about that. There we go. Edge there. Interesting. Finding all sorts of little strange oddities as we play here. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, this music is fantastic. Oh, what's happening on what's happening in Audica with the move controllers? That is an interesting that is interesting. I haven't heard anyone complain about the move controllers with Audica. Here, now we can bring these all the way down. We can push this all the way to the side. I think we're... Alright, and away we go. Back in the boat. Back in the boat, still no boat icon. Weird. That's so funny. We were just talking about that. Oh, and there it is. Very interesting. So that raised up, that hand raised up, so that allows us to kind of get through here with our boat now. Oh, is that what you guys hitting the share button? Huh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I will say, if we're talking redesign the move controllers, you know, with analog sticks and all that stuff, the one button I would like to be changed is the PlayStation button. I feel like sometimes when I'm doing something intense in VR, I'll accidentally hit the PlayStation button. It doesn't happen often. I mean, it happens very, very infrequently. But hey, if we're making requests, that's my request. I was actually going to dock right there, but then I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to run all the way back here. Oh. Like, hitting the edge of the land. Take our time here and get around that. There we go. Where's the last one? Alright, we'll dock over here. I need you guys to remember where we parked the car. Alright. Section G, yellow, 19. Section G, yellow, 19. You guys got that? Whoa, what? You guys are blowing my mind right now. Audica reconfigures the tracking for Beat Saber, and you can't play one after the other. This is like mind-blowing. I've never heard of anything like this. I need to test this out to see exactly what you're talking about. Craziness. This is some shit, guys. You guys are teaching me some shit today. I love it. What's up, Joe Mojo? Wow. G yellow 19. Good, we know where we parked the car. So I'm a little bit scared to walk up here because this was a glitch that I encountered during my review playthrough, and I told Martin about it, and I think he fixed it. A portal to a hidden place. It opens in the starlight. Damn, it looks like it's dawn. We gotta come back when it's dark out. Alright, we'll come back. We'll come back here when it's dark. That's also not the place I thought it was, I don't think. The place I thought it was is the, No, that is the place I thought it was. I think you get a sorrow there, and then if you try to go back accidentally, like I had forgotten I'd already been there, it like basically makes you, it freezes you in place and you can't leave until like nighttime rolls around again. Like you could be standing there for like 10 minutes, waiting for the game to let you walk around again. But that was an early bug. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. Okay, well, with that out of the way. Floating 10 feet away. So you're standing 10 feet away on the podium in Beat Saber, and holding down the options button doesn't put you back where you need to be. Sue, that's crazy, right? Because I can always understand. It's like sometimes the game throws you into a place where you're like, okay, well, it's like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but then you hold down the options button to recalibrate. And when that doesn't work, that's always shocking to me. I'm like, oh man, something's really screwed up here. Although I guess before I will say if I play anything, I generally try to reset my console between games and stuff. Generally. All right, G yellow 19. Let's go. Let's find our car, man. Let's get back on the boat. There it is. Hey, what up, Donatello? Scientist Game Cat. Raphael is cool but crude. Michelangelo is a party dude. Alright. Let's just take care of this. Let's keep on moving here. I haven't heard anything else about Gorn. I have not. It's so strange. It's so strange what's going on in PSVR land, man. Everyone's so excited about Gorn. And everyone's so excited about Gorn. And, Free Live's like, oh, dude, we're going to tell you the fucking release date. We're going to tell you on this day. And then their publisher's like, no, you're not. At the absolute last second, they're like, sorry, guys, no, you're not. I was like, what would you do that for, man? Like, you have the ability to, like, hype everybody up. Everybody's waiting. Like, I don't care what fucking little legal document you have, man. It's like, you're the publisher of a game. Fucking do the right thing for the game. So who the hell knows what's going on over there? Some crazy shit happening. I wonder who the publisher is for Gorn. I thought Free Lives was going to self-publish, but if they're not self-publishing, like what the hell's going on? Alright, so you know what, let's take care of this real quick. And I want to see, I'm actually excited to get on this elevator here, because the last time we got on an elevator, it was like so fast. Look at this, we are flying! Amazing. Amazing. I love that. That used to take 3 times as long. Easily, maybe 4 times as long. Craziness. I love that now. It's such a fun ride. Devolver Digital is publishing it? Man, they're usually a pretty cool company too. That's really strange. Alright, I don't think we found any Saras since the last time, so those do look pretty similar. Pretty the same. Interesting. Oh man, Mark, I haven't heard anything about any more content for 18 floors. I mean, it would be incredible if they brought us a couple more floors. Probably some other regions haven't even gotten the third and fourth floor yet. So I don't know what the hell's going on over there. You know, at a certain point, I think if the game didn't sell well enough, they just have to abandon the project. But to not even get it out in all regions is crazy before doing so. Alright, so this is the first time in the game that you see, hey, this crystal didn't make it. So you actually have to find a workaround here. This crystal does not do what it needs to do. And so we got to do a workaround inside there to make this all work. And this is actually, you know, obviously we're going to get in some spoiler territory here, but the whole game is sort of a spoiler. I'm sure Devolver has their reasons, man, but they really disappointed a lot of people. A lot of people. Kyle's got food cooking. I hope you brought enough for all the cats, man. I could definitely go for some chicken tenders and fries and shit right now. The question though is like the dipping sauces, man. Like chicken tenders, fries, always good. But what kind of sauce you putting on that? Fucking honey mustard? Putting get some like dipping in ketchup, mayo, spicy mustard. What do you got going on over there? So a Hobbit, I talked to Martin Wheeler, and he told me what the secret was, and he told me how to find it, how to discover it, and he told me during this stream I was allowed to show it off. So we're gonna show it off. I haven't told anybody what it is. I don't. He told me how to do it, but I also haven't done it. Like, so hopefully by following the directions, it works and it reveals as it's supposed to. That said, I want everyone to keep their expectations in check, because when he told me, I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't like, oh, that's so cool. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna head over here and we'll find that computer, Sue. I think I broke the hidden object here. I can't seem to open the briefcase again. Oh well. So uh, that was an old. I was gonna say Commodore 64, but it's actually I think a ZX Spectrum keyboard, uh, which if you've watched my interview with Martin Wheeler, it's he has stuff. So, all right. So now I'm starting to go. Where am I supposed to go? And I'm a little. I'm not lost, but I kind of ran around in a circle here for a minute. So I'm gonna get back in the boat. I'm gonna head on over to the beacon, and then following that beacon that you can probably hear in the background should send us along the right path and get us moving. And we're actually really close to the secret reveal right now. All right. So I think came from over there. We'll head this direction. And this is the last time I played this. I was doing it on a live stream. I actually went back that way behind me, and and then ended up going like just in the complete wrong direction on the boat for. I mean, I probably went in the wrong direction for 20 minutes, and then it took me 20 minutes to get back. It's craziness. Yeah, dude. Oh, Mark, I wish I still had my Commodore 64, man. The C64 was amazing. Um, and I mean, just so incredible, man, so incredible. Uh, and it wasn't my first computer. We definitely had like old Ataris and stuff before that. We were even programming in BASIC on the old Ataris. Um, but the C64 was, kind of like my middle school years, like 4, 5, 6. Um, and in fourth, fifth grade, I was programming in BASIC, like on my own, like writing programs and shit. And that's like what I was doing. Like that after school, I'd sit in a computer lab, or I'd go home and I would just program for hours, for hours, like learning how to do like little tricks and stuff by, like reading programming books um, and like stealing bits of code from one thing and bringing them into my own programs to do another thing, and really just like learning the ins and outs of C64 Basic. That was my childhood. This is why I'm such a fucking geek, man, because that's what I've been doing with my life. I just wish I'd stuck with it because, once PCs became prevalent, I sort of abandoned all of that. Yeah, and let's see here. So we go in this side, right? Yep. All right, we might have to do a little bit of a three-point turn here. I don't know if we're gonna hit this on our first attempt. Yes. See, I did the exact same thing with the beacon, or whatever you want to call it, the little buoy there. Uh, I was a little disappointed when you learned. Oh, you're just supposed to it's supposed to sort of just lead you in the correct direction, um, because really the buoy you can't do anything with it. You can't interact with it. But when you find that broken crystal, you go, oh man, um, the broken crystal makes you think that like you need to find a source of light. Like that's sort of what it implies. And so you're like, oh, here's a source of light over here on this buoy. The Simon's Basic add-on. I don't know, honestly. I honestly don't know. Simon's Basic add-on. I'd have to honestly remember. Step 1. Step 2. That takes care of that room. You know, I don't think I had that cartridge, Mark. Now I'm really curious about it. We had very few cartridge anything for the C64. I know all sorts of things came on the cartridges, but we were doing, you know, everything we were on like the 5 1/4 inch floppy disks. You know, that were always cutting, like even with scissors. If we didn't happen to have the puncher with us, we would use scissors just to make them dual-sided. You know what I'm talking about? Like cutting that little peg off to the right-hand side of the disc. So ridiculous, man. Good old days. I love it. Alright, do we not light all the candles in here? Am I missing a candle? What's going on? I think I'm missing a candle. Am I masking? If I knew what that meant. If I Yeah, David, don't watch this if you haven't played it yet. Just buy it. Just buy it, man. It's totally worth it. You know, so many good games on PSVR, but like this is it launched at $13, man. Like you gotta support Martin and help this guy out, man. You know, I think we're gonna go the other way. I think everyone's in agreement. David Dunn. Go buy this one. You know, I didn't hear Greg Miller's reaction to this game. I'd be really curious to hear about it because I'm not a huge puzzle game fan. In this game, this just doesn't feel like a puzzle game to me. You're doing a lot of puzzle solving-ish things, but it doesn't seem like a puzzle game to me. So if somebody's like, "Oh, I don't like puzzle games," I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know, it's more than that. It's more about the experience of getting through it." As I'm pulling blocks and placing them in different places, I'm like, it's not really a puzzle game. It's totally a puzzle game, but still, it doesn't feel like one. Take it easy, David. Thanks for stopping in, man. Enjoy the game. Oh man, dude's missing his junk. So I can't move while I'm doing this, but I can just hold the button down and it'll keep moving in the same direction. So we'll do that. There we go. And that opens that door over there. The light shines down. Everything's good. Life is awesome. Real quick here, I want to make sure that I'm not missing the secret, because again, Martin told me, but I didn't actually dive back into this and reinvestigate. What's up, Robert Sullivan? Hopefully you're doing okay, Robert Sullivan. I saw that you had a blood clot and that you were in the hospital. I hope everything's okay, man. Hope you're feeling all right and everything's okay. All right, guys. So this is the room where the secret is. Okay, and this looks like the secret right here. That is the secret. was glad it worked. I was worried I was going to walk in here and attempt to reveal it for you guys. Like, I know what it is. So, I don't know if it's supposed to stay there or not. Here we go, it's coming back. We'll see if we can make it stay here just by staring at it longer. So this is it. This is a portrait of Julian Assange, who, if you guys are familiar, he's the WikiLeaks guy. WikiLeaks guy. It's not his dad. This is sort of what threw me. If you guys are familiar with Julian Assange, you know, just do a little Google search on him, and you'll kind of start understanding why a game based like that talks about separation, why it makes sense for his image to be in the game. But this is the secret, and I was hoping it would be something a little bit more personal to Martin, maybe you know, a portrait of his father or something. And then it kind of fades out when we look away from it. So it's a cool little secret. It's a cool little secret, but it's for me, I was like, he told me who it was, and I can't lie, I had to Google it. I had to Google Julian's name and be like, oh, he's that guy. I was like, and so if I just saw that portrait, so if I had just found this portrait on my own, I would have been like, I don't know who the fuck that is. So like it doesn't resonate with me the way it would resonate with some other people, I'm assuming. So I'm like, what is this? What is happening here? Yeah. I think we're all expecting something a little bit more personal. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to do a quick Google search, and I understand what he's trying to say, what Martin's trying to say, but for me, I was just hoping for something a little bit more personal. It's, you know, there's no trophy involved, there's no nothing. It's a secret, and that's all it is. It's just a secret. So like we all probably made way too big of a deal about it, being like, we need to know what it is, we need to know what it is, and then when we found out what it is, we're like, oh, okay. And I'm sure, again, for some people it's going to be for some people it's going to be a much bigger deal than others. But that is what we were supposed to do here, guys. We have the statue in the boat. And we can go forward this time, so away we go. Now, I love this. This is so cool. I actually avoided putting this in my review, I think, because it's just so cool to look back. Like, you look back while you're in your boat, and you get this fucking Grim Reaper looking dude, just like staring at you. I know it's a statue, but like, this for me is just such a cool thing. It's like I'm trying to show this off to you guys, but I'm like... Here, we're going this way now that we turned around. Here we go. We're moving. So anyway, yeah, I was trying to show you guys like this statue in the boat, and I ended up turning myself around. So we'll just take the long way to get out of here. Oh crap! Hobbit Game Cat, WikiLeaks dude, cool Easter egg, love him. Isolated for years, I think. That's exactly it. Thank you so much for the donation. Hey Hobbit, love you. And that is the deal. People, like, again, he basically told me, Martin told me that it'll resonate with people in, you know, like the UK and Europe a little bit more than people in the States. just because if you know the full story, yeah, he was kept in isolation for such a long time. Wasn't given like a trial or anything. You can look into the story and learn more about him. He is creepy. He's super creepy. Alright, so we're off. We got a statue in the boat. Alright. So here we are, heading on back. And guys, I gotta say, coming up soon is like such an interesting reveal for a game that you've been walking around the entire time, and then you know, rowing around in a boat. You're like, oh, okay, hey, it's so cool to explore this world in a boat. It gives you more freedom. You get able to get to different places. That is so cool. Coming up blows all of that out of the water for me, and it made the entire thing so much cooler. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. Alright. So this is connecting to him. He's now got the light, right? So we're making he is acting as a crystal right now, but we're gonna get the light to go through this frozen dude right here. He's another one of our sorrows. I wish it didn't use head turning, because then I could look at it while I was doing it a little bit easier. But instead, we'll just do this. So we can turn this way. Nope, not there yet. There we go. Ah! See, I can't look and do it at the same time. I really wish that... I wish all games would get rid of head turning. Alright, we'll just... So the boat loves to kind of push you away from the shore when you hit an object. So we gotta be real delicate here. Get close to the shore and not get pushed away. We'll just wait for this to happen. There we go. There's our sorrow. Thank you, Grim Reaper dude. Let's hop out and grab that sorrow. We turn around extra slowly. I love this concept that the roses, that the flowers are getting more red with every single sorrow we find. I can't believe I didn't notice that. But that is so cool. You are not like others. I feel it. There's still love in you. David Moore, you left and missed it. So I love that the sorrow goes up there, but then we see all like the red flakes. The red flakes flake away and make the flowers more red. How cool is that? These like subtle little things I didn't even know about. Alright. So it's daytime, of course. We've done all of this and it's daytime, so even going back and trying to hit up the sorrow that you find at nighttime, we gotta wait for that. So, back in the boat we go. Dude, Joe Grover with the $12.50 donation, man. Thank you very, very, very much. I love that everyone's racing to get the donation announcement out there. I appreciate it, because I'm not able to. Okay, so here we go. Looks like everything's on the up and up, right? Looks like everything's cool. So we park him here. We park him here, shoots the light up there, and that happens there. But for some reason, that's interesting. I'm always curious why people tip, something 99, but apparently that's the option for some people. I didn't realize that. Yeah, very interesting. All right, so for some reason, I could be wrong about this. This moves so fast. I love it. Oh god, I really hated how slow it used to be, and now it's so fast. This is amazing. I don't think this is supposed to be up. Joe Grover, you're awesome. Thank you for matching a Hobbit's donation, man. Super kind of you. So that is supposed to be up. For some reason, I had it in my head that it wasn't actually supposed to be up. But as it turns out, it is. That's so strange. I wonder what that's about. The 99. Look, the flowers are getting redder. Look, they're way redder than they were before. Amazing. Alright, so that is, the lights are connecting here. Luckily we can walk over this way. We have to kind of have to leave the boat where it is in order to keep the lights connected. It does need to be down. I was right, because it needs to connect to that one over there. The question is will it? Oh, crap. Okay, nope. I totally got it now. The boat's not where it's supposed to be. The boat has to make that extra connection. So I was right. It does need to be down. The boat needs to be on that shore, though, to make the connection. Alright, so let's take care of this right now. It is supposed to be down, and the funny thing is that it actually starts down. The obelisk actually starts down, and then you raise it up, but then you're like, oh wait, it didn't need to be up. This is definitely a like a decoy. It's so funny. Alright, so that took me an extra second to figure out, but I did remember that one actually. That's why I brought it down to begin with, and then when I looked down over the edge and saw that it wasn't casting the light out there, I was like, oh no, I guess it is supposed to be up. But now we take the boat. Now we take the boat over there to that shore, and that'll make the connection we need. Can I hop in from here? No. Oh, I can hop in from here. That's great. Yeah, I think at the end of the game, does it need to be up? I think at the end of the game it needs to be up to raise that thing over there at the end of the game. But yeah, so it just doesn't need to be up quite yet. Alright, so now we got our Grim Reaper here connecting the lights. It's good stuff. I can't move. I'm stuck here, so let's get back in the boat. That's a little weird. Let's try it again. There we go. I've definitely found a few, not hidden walls, but just a few points that. Yeah, up there is like the end game, and it raises the cage. I think at the end of the game. Yeah, take a wiki leak. That's a good one. All right, so check this out. We're getting there. Here we go. Climbing some pretty steep cliffs here. Even the game's like, I don't know about that cliff right there. Okay. Now I thought this door was lit up before, but I think we should be able to open it. Yep. Alright. So, I don't know if you guys can see in the distance. The first time I saw this, I actually saw this by taking the boat over to the shore here. But I wasn't able to get up on top of this wall to walk across it, and I saw the hot air balloon. And so I was like, oh man, this is cool. It's like the end of the game. It's like Wizard of Oz. You get in the hot air balloon, you take off, you go back to Kansas. I was like, what an interesting little reference. So, and I was like, so I was basically running off to be like, okay, here we go, end of the game. This is it. Find the high sorrows. All right. Steer it with your gaze. Oh man, never have too much coffee. That's probably not true. You probably have way too much coffee. Alright. So I was like, oh cool, balloon. End of the game. Watch the credits roll. And I was like, oh, you're fucking kidding me right now. Because this is the greatest thing ever. Like suddenly this entire world that you've been like kind of struggling to get around is just totally accessible. You can just go anywhere, and it's pretty crazy to be able to do that. Like all these high buildings and stuff that you've been like seeing and shit. It's like you can just fucking fly there now. It's like this entire like open world is just now 100% accessible. And I'll tell you, if you guys played Paper Beasts and saw the hot air balloon in that game, this blows that away. Blows that away. What's up, Balloon Key? What's happening? You know what? I think it's getting to be nighttime. I feel like we should head over to try to do this one here. I think, do we need to get on top of this thing? Alright, I think we need to get on top of this. Alright, this is great. Here we go. Sirens are actually not on my end. It might actually be, Alright, so here we go. This always takes me a second or two here. Uh-oh. I don't think I have the power that I need to do this. This is supposed to raise and lower the water, but I don't think, I think I was supposed to do something else first. Here, let me stand up so I can... Oh, that is raising and lowering the water. Step away here. I can't really tell. Yeah, it does seem like Pixel Lovers uses some sirens occasionally in the music, so that very well could be possible. You can accidentally cover up the thing that you're trying to raise the water to, so you have to be careful not to go too high on this. Otherwise you have to use the hot air balloons, come all the way back up and fix it. There's a platform right here. There it is. There it is. Just in reach now, so hop back into the hot air balloon. And here, we'll save ourselves a few steps and drop ourselves down onto this side of things. The balloon is hitting all sorts of things. Very cool looking though. Alright, let's hop out. There we go. And we should be able to just jump right down here. This stopped the Sorrow from floating around. Let's just grab him. Let's see what number this is. I lost track. There's 10 total. And I certainly wasn't taking my time knowing that the hot air balloon was going to facilitate things later. I didn't really try to seek them all out like I usually would have. This is going to save me a bunch of time. Spirit has a burden. Yours is hidden from me. But I feel its weight. Nope. We still have 5 more to get, so we've only gotten half of the ones we need. Yeah, it's a little Blade Runner 2049. Okay, I actually stood up for a second there. I can sit back down. How dare I stand up and get the blood flowing? What's up, El? How's it going? Alright, so of course the sun is like rising, right? Actually, the moon is out, but that doesn't mean it's nighttime. I'll have to maybe stick around. We know, we know. I don't just want to hang out here until it gets to be dark again. So maybe we just kind of keep in mind where this is, and then we go seek out another sorrow. We go seek out a sorrow. Okay, so there's definitely sorrows close by, so let's not get too far away. God, what was I just watching recently? He's like, sit or you'll fall out of the balloon. I love it, Joe, because I was just watching something recently, and it was making me nervous that people were standing near the edge of something. I was just watching TV, and I was like, it was like making my stomach like kind of queasy. Just watching people stand near the edge of like a cliff or something. I can't remember what it was, and I was like, I was thinking that VR like kind of desensitized me to these things, and I was just watching something on TV, and I was like, oh, I couldn't deal. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, I fucking do this shit in VR all the time, and just watching people near the edge of something, it was like drove me insane. Yeah, as Orseek said, when you're hunting for sorrows, there's usually crows flying around. There's usually crows flying around to help guide you. But right now there's still like so many left that I don't need to really hunt down the crows yet. I'm sure by the last one I'm gonna be like, oh man, where the fuck are the crows? Because I don't remember where the last one or two are. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, so keep an eye over there. We're gonna have to go back there eventually. If you guys happen to see crows, let me know, and we can just head that direction. But I think in the meantime, basically any tall, flat surface is a pretty good place to head to. Was Aeronauts the one with was it a recent one? Was it on Amazon, or what was the Aeronauts on? Because even the if that's the one I'm thinking of, even the trailer for that made me fucking nauseous. And not nauseous, but I mean like terrified. Like I was holding onto my seat, being like, they're fucking falling out of a balloon that's thousands of feet in the air. That just nerve-wracking. Like I don't know if it's a height. I don't know if it's a height thing or more like a I don't trust other people thing to like be careful in like those kind of predicaments. Sue, you don't sound insane. I will say that VR has affected me in lots of strange ways in the real world. So I know what you mean. There's like a little weird disconnect sometimes. I can only imagine as things get more and more realistic in VR, and it tricks your brain even more, exactly what it's going to do to our minds and how we'll feel about things outside of VR. You know, it's a little bit of a scary prospect, but it is what it is. There's crows. This is the end game area though. I can't remember if there's a Saru over here. I think there is. I thought there was. Let me take a second to look around. That's funny, the cage isn't down. Isn't there supposed to be a cage blocking this? And that's why we had to, like... Alright. Oh yeah, man, I'll definitely stream Contagion Biotech when it comes out. That should be really soon. Should be really soon. Look how red the flowers are, man! Red roses, man. With every sorrow found, as Sue told us, they get redder. So cool. Never noticed that before. Insanity. Alright, hey, it's getting darker. I definitely want to see if there's a sorrow around here. I don't remember if there is or not. Okay, we'll come back here. We're gonna have to come back here anyway. I think there's a Sorrow maybe on a higher platform here, but I definitely just want to get to that portal. Where's he? The Sorrow is probably at the very top. That makes sense. Actually, I couldn't go to the very top. It stopped me, so I think I had hit the maximum height for this thing. But we'll get back here in just a second. I want to get to... Let's take a look around as we fly away here. Oop, I think I might have seen it. Anyway, it's more important that we get to the one on the little island there. Trying to look around real quick for the Yo, $10 donation from David Moore saying, "Y'all have a good one, everyone. Take the dogs for a ride and pick up lunch. Catch all AJ streams now. Smash the like button on my way out." Thank you very much, man. Really fucking appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Are you kidding me right now? Did I lose? Like, no one should be shocked that I lost my bearings. I was like, I can't find the thing I'm looking for. Because that's basically me all the time. But still, like, where the hell is it? Here, you know what? It's way closer to this thing over here than where I was. Here we go. There it is. Okay, the day-night cycles are fairly long, so it's not like we're racing to get there. Thank you so much, 2 Miles. Really appreciate the donation. €8. Is it euros? Looks like quid to me. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you everybody who donated. We're not ready to close out this stream yet. It's still going to take us a little while to get the last few sorrows and actually go through the end of the game. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. It's probably going to take another half hour, 45 minutes or so. You should be scared, AJ. You should always be scared. Here we go. How strange is this, right? Just like the telephones earlier. It's like, oh, by the way, now you're in a fucking hospital. Like, I love this, like how it just like takes you out of this world that like you've gotten comfortable in. You know, you're like, okay, I understand what this world is. But then it kind of like pulls the rug out from under you and says, oh, it's not exactly what you think it is. There's more here to it. What do you seek? What is your favorite color? Oh, Joe, did you want me to go to the what's it called? The Sorrow of Crows? The thing where it's like I was actually going to avoid the whole is it Vision of Crows, right? That's what it's called. Because the Vision of Crows, you have to like wait for an eclipse, and it just takes so long if like, you just don't happen to be in the right place at the right time. And so the Vision of Crows helps you find other sorrows. But I was going to avoid it. Because there's like no indication anywhere as to how long it takes for the next eclipse to happen. And even Martin was like, yeah, he's like, I honestly have no idea how many hours it is or minutes it is between eclipses. What's up, El with the pineapple on the pizza $2 donation. That is fantastic. I love it. Pineapples on pizza. I'm totally down, man. Oh, do you want me to? I can go to the Buddha if you want. I did skip it. I basically found the Buddha in the first like 5 minutes of playing this game, just trying to explore every corner. So I don't know if we're trying to see everything on the stream. Oh, I found the edge of the world. What's up, big man Savage Dan? Dude, yeah, big man Savage Dan, man. I actually head to your channel every so often just to see it, see if you're up to anything. And so I'm subscribed to you, and I definitely check to see if you've got any new videos. But I haven't seen anything recently from you, I don't think. So hopefully you're still keeping it up. Looking around for some crows here. Looking around for some crows. I can picture at least one more sorrow. Like I have an idea of where one more sorrow is, but honestly, I'm like kind of blanking on where it actually is. Trying to keep an eye out for crows here. Oh, I forgot about this one. Okay, well, so this one's pretty cool. Is that another one over there? Here, let's take care of this guy here. Hello. That's so strange. This isn't actually the guy. This isn't the guy I was thinking it was. A solitary crow searches for the last sorrow. Find this bow. I feel it will break. Alright, so I guess, I mean, that's 9 out of 10, right? It's going to tell me right now, 9 out of 10. Yeah, one more to go. So, it looks like there's one right over there. And it's got to be the one that I thought this one was. Well, kind of strange. Kind of strange. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder how many ideas Martin had that he wasn't able to implement into this game. Let me turn the sound back up now that the sound isn't like drowning me out. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That's the first time. That was the first time I ever almost drowned. I don't know if you can drown in this game. I kind of want to try it, but at the same time, I don't want to. Alright, I totally just heard a tip. I promise as soon as I land, I'm going to get to it. But I almost drowned trying to get to it. That was really strange. I was like halfway underwater. Alright, here we go. We're to the ground. Alright, real quick here. Let's take a look at what I missed. Gunfart, Game Cat with a $10 donation saying, here's your stimulus relief, love you, and separation. I love you as well, Gunfart. Thank you very much for the donation. See, this right here. The sorrow still burns. Alright. So, this is weird. Because it's kind of right around this time where you realize that you haven't really seen another person or like thing. I mean, obviously there's crows flying around, but there's no like people just walking around. Let's make sure he's still following us. Good. So we walk over here, and he extinguishes himself. He's on fire. He's coming after me. Yeah, I think this was my favorite sorrow too, and it was and it just made me wonder how many more ideas Martin had for all the different sorrows, like there actually being a puzzle involved in accumulating the sorrows, like instead of it just being walk up to it, hit the button. You have broken the seal. Open the temple of the sorrow. Yeah, Joe. I don't know if this can kill me. I don't know if you can drown yourself with the hot air balloon. I don't know if that sorrow could have killed you. I've never died in this game. I've never died in this game. It's like not a game about that, as you know. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't like, especially during a live stream, where I'm trying not to dick around too much. I don't want to find out. I really don't want to find out because I don't remember the last time I saved. And if it brings me back to a place where, like, the last time I saved, what if the last save spot was like an hour ago? Do not want to find that out on stream. That would be a little infuriating. So, shockingly, those are all the sorrows. We fucking nailed that. Blasted through it. All good to go. Back here to our destination, a little up the road, habitation of the towns we know, and it'll bring us to the end of the game, which is actually longer than I expected it to be. I figured you'd go here, and then and then you would just go down the stairs and like it'd be like, okay, congratulations, you made it to the end of the game. Right, the fire sorrow deletes your game. It's you suddenly find out that this game has permadeath. So strangely enough, I didn't have to I didn't have to go back and raise the crystal up to bring the cage up. I wonder if once the cage is up, it just stays up forever. I don't really know the deal with that. There's no stairs. Maybe we do have to go back and raise the crystal. We do, don't we? We need to connect the. We do. All right. So let's take care of that. I thought it would just raise the cage, but it actually it should bring the stairs up. Slammed into it. Slammed into the wall. Alright, so I'm gonna alter the path of the crystal light. Crystal light? It's like Ice-T shit. Cheryl Teague's shit. Okay, we'll just park our balloon over here. Everybody remember, section B. Section B, red, 12. Okay, guys, remember where we parked this section B, red 12. And back in the boat we go. Hopefully. Man, Kevgret, if you ever watch this video, I finally understand what you're talking about. There we go. Make a real sharp turn here with our Grim Reaper passenger. You're not the only one having an afternoon pot of coffee, Andrew C. I am also having an afternoon pot of coffee, and I'm stuck again. Here, let's get back in the boat. Here we go. Back up we go. Love it! We're flying. Sweet. Let's check on these flowers, man. Look how red they are. We've got all the sorrows. They're as red as they can possibly be. We're saving our game. B red 12, B red 12. Alright, looks like we're good to go. We finally got this crystal where it needs to be. And we head back down. I just saved the game, so technically I could go drown in the water. We could go test that out. Alright. Okay. Section B12, red, right? Yeah. Go find our car. Where we parked the car. There it is. It does stand out in the parking lot. It doesn't look like all the other cars. Oh, we left our lights on. Bullshit. I hope the battery starts. Yo, what up, Matt Marjinovich? How's it going, dude? Alright, here we are. This is not the smoothest landing we've ever had. Actually, give it a little bit of space here. Hop out. I would say remember where we parked it, but guys, I don't think we're coming back for it. To be honest with you, we're about to descend into madness. Hell yeah, Andrew C. I've got an invisible wall right here, guys. No matter where I go. There we go. I had to walk around the invisible wall. Yeah, guys, lots of games on sale. If you want to, dude, wait a minute. I don't remember. Did he change this? He changed this. This isn't how the game ended for me the first time. This isn't what brought me down the first time. That's so funny, man. He changed this. I'm pretty sure it was just stairs that brought you down the first time. The game just kind of faded out. And now, you're in like this elevator, and you light up a bunch of candles. Am I wrong? Did anybody else have the same experience I did? Or am I just remembering incorrectly? Because, I mean, I could totally be misremembering this. This is how it always was? This is how bad my memory is. That's awful. I knew I did way too many drugs in my life. I really should have done just a few less. I should. Whoa. Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess this wouldn't have worked any other way. And actually, I remember an upcoming puzzle that involves the elevator, so I guess I'm just wrong. I misremembered. But that is funny. I don't remember lighting up the candles. I don't remember any of that. Very strange. So here we are. I do know that Martin changed something here in the ending. Alright, here we go, guys. I don't know, Robert, which games you bought and which ones you haven't, but I also don't, but at the same time, there should be a sales section. There should be a sales section that should lead you to most of the sales. Also, you know, we went through, I know you said you already watched Gamescast Live, but we went through all the ones on sale on Gamescast Live. So hopefully that helps. I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't know when the sale's supposed to last to either. That's another. So, are you telling me I didn't put this down enough? Oh, let's go try to fix that. Yeah, right. It's totally possible. Alzheimer's does run in my family, so at a certain point, I might just have no idea who any of you are. There you go. I think this game needs a jump button. Let's just jump from platform to platform. I also need a jetpack. The balloon's great. Jetpack great. What is happening right now? Oh, dude, I'm a moron. I'm such a moron. You don't walk across the top of the elevator. You just bring the elevator all the way up and you walk straight through it. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure I did this the first time too. So not learning from my mistakes is something I'm really, really good at. This is the first time I'm having trouble with the crank. The entire game, no problems with the crank? No? Problem with the crank. And it even made a noise for me and everything. Nailed it. Figured it out. Here we go. Straight through. Yeah. Should be pretty simple, but instead it was not. Getting closer, speeding along. Still got a little ways to go here, guys. They still have nothing complicated puzzle-wise, but they still have you moving shit around and stuff, and exposing a few more crystals here. I think that'll make sense eventually when that opens up. That's nothing. Hey, take it easy, Balloon Key. Talk to you soon, bud. Okay. This will all make sense in a second here. I think there's a beam of light being blocked by one of these. This will all make sense momentarily. Hopefully. Alright, this crank should do something. I like the new version of Alzheimer's. That makes sense to me. What's up, Dennis? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one here. For Alzheimer's. It's got a ring to it for sure. Unfortunately, it has a ring to it. I thought this was open. I was gonna say, I thought that it was just open already, but apparently you have to walk up to it to open it, so. Alright, well, at least we took care of all the other shit outside of this room, so when we take care of this, it'll just be... it'll be all set. Alright, now this should be pretty easy. Just spin this real quick. Just to get it right in front of the door. Boom, got it. Now how far can we bring it? There. So now, we should be able to just walk up to this one. This will be fine. This one's not just opening like the other one did. So, let's see what we can do about that. They've got a 1-year exclusivity with PlayStation on this, so we won't be seeing it on another platform for a little bit. Hopefully he'll bring it to PlayStation 5 when that's a thing. Yeah, I think at this point he would actually need more people to help him make it look better. What is going on here? Why am I... I'm totally blanking on what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm just going to keep pushing this. I don't think you have to push these very far, though. These guys are just blocking light that's supposed to come from this room. And this isn't opening like I expected it to. So the question is... let's walk around this side. all PSVR games that have demos. No man, that's a pretty hefty ask. Because there's a bunch on the store, and then on top of that, there's the 3 demo discs. Although I think all 3 demo discs are available, right, on the store. Alright, well at least this shuts when you don't need it anymore. Okay, real quick. I'm getting the impression that maybe I was under the impression that those statues are just blocking light, and really not the case at all. I thought that was what the deal was, but I could be wrong. So maybe I need to push the statue back the other way, closer to the light. See if you can, can you push these? See if you can push these back the other way. No, you can only push these one way. Oh, dude, Sony needs to sort out so many things when it comes to the PlayStation Store. That place is a fucking disaster. I'd love if they could fix it, man. I'm just gonna keep pushing it, push it all the way, because they only let you push it one direction, right? So I'll push it as far as I can. And that right there should be casting a light. Let's see how far this direction I can pull it. Very strange, right? Very strange. Yeah, Steve, I mean, you were preaching to the choir, man. We've been talking about a VR interface. We've been talking about an overhaul to the store. I feel like forever. I mean, I know Sony has their priorities, and they have to prioritize the biggest group of people they have, which are non-VR gamers. But the fact is their VR plans need a little work, or their support for VR needs a little work. Hopefully they'll get their shit together soon. I push those as far as I can go. You're not able to push them back at all. So we've done what we can do with these guys. There we go. So I lied. I said early on in the game that it was the when you're moving the statues around early in the game, I said this is the only time you're ever trying to block the light, so it gets redirected to the correct place. This is I guess it happens again, just at the very end of the game. Alright, let's drop this thing down here. Yeah, we got what? So the Wipeout tournament is so the Wipeout tournament is this month, and then I don't know, is Firewall the one after that, right, Pop? Alright, let's see how this all goes down here. Let's see what happened when we did that. Yeah, man, we're definitely doing a Firewall tournament, just not quite yet. Alright, so that should be connecting. Why isn't this connecting to the crystal right here? Is Wipeout free? I don't understand. Why would Wipeout be free? Is there? Are you asking if there's a Wipeout demo? There might be a Wipeout demo. You might just want to check that out. If there's a demo, maybe you guys can help me out. Yeah, Wipeout was a PlayStation Plus game at one point. So if you're a PlayStation Plus member and you've been diligent about that, that's definitely a possibility. Finally, okay. Dude, I didn't have any problem with this puzzle the first time through. No problem whatsoever. Like, I had actually connected that line to that line, and then all I had to do was push the statues out of the way, and I was good to go. This took me way longer this time around. There we go. Now we gotta move on. Now we gotta move on. Run all the way around. All the way around. Whew. It's been quite the little, quite the romp. Yes, Wipeout demo. That's what I was hoping to hear. Thank you for that, Robert Sullivan. That's so good. Whenever there's a demo for a game, it's always good news. Wait. I'm afraid. To show you what I've become. Anybody who's looking to join the tournament, as you're asking in the chat, just head on over to our Discord. The link is in the description. Join our Discord, and there's a tournament channel. Makes things easier. And Rypop will take care of you. Rypop is our moderator who runs all of the tournaments. Okay, so this is a little concerning, right? I won't say what it looks like, but I think we all know what it looks like. Probably one of the coolest scenes in the entire game. You're not the first. Such a cool scene, man. This looks like it's straight out of like Here They Lie or something. So much different than the rest of the game. This doesn't feel creepy after Darren. After the entire game being kind of feeling like this, but not actually displaying this. This doesn't feel creepy. It's a pretty cool moment though, for sure. Alright. So, and I hate saying this about a game that I absolutely love, but I'm actually not a fan of the ending. Like, I wish that last scene was like part of the ending, where it was like, we're taking this to a really fucking deep, dark, scary place. Instead, this is the ending, and it doesn't have that feeling at all about it. I don't hesitate. I was pushing the analog stick forward the whole time. Don't put this on me. You made me hesitate. Okay, I hesitated. Finally, my spirit is unbound. Even as yours is now imprisoned. Forgive me, for I lied to you. Yep, so that's it. That's the game. Just kind of waiting for it to fade out here. Patiently waiting for it to fade out. Here we go. Now it's fading out. Here we go. It's finally fading. Joe Grover, too much coffee, man. So that was Separation. It's for so many games. It's the journey, not the destination for me. Like, I feel like I don't love a lot of games endings, and this one is kind of like on par with that because I love the game so much. The entire journey, going through, playing, kind of solving some puzzles, experiencing the world, enjoying the music, and kind of taking it in, being reflective, introspective, the whole thing. And so yeah, so that's it. So if you end up playing this one, play it and love the experience as you go. Don't play it for the ending. That ending might have been great for some people. It might have like really hit home. But for me, everything else resonated for me and like made it an incredible experience. Like I said, it's on the top 25 list for a reason, and it would have been even higher if I didn't have to fight AJ and Dave. But guys, absolutely, this is absolutely worth picking it up. It's $12.99. It's ridiculously low priced, so go pick this one up. Have a blast with it, enjoy it. But play it by yourself. Put your headphones on, turn the sound up, and just kind of take it all in. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I love all of you guys. Appreciate everyone who donated. I appreciate everyone who commented. Appreciate everyone who just sat back and just watched. You guys have a great rest of your day. Join the Discord. I love you all. Be safe. Juice Man with the $4.99 donation at the very, very end. I'm glad I caught that right before I killed the stream. Thank you very much.